Hey everyone, welcome to the MindMajix YouTube channel. Imagine having a smart voice assistant that works tirelessly, never sleeps, and handles your most time-consuming tasks like a pro. For cold calling, it can dial leads, deliver your pitch, and even handle basic objections, no awkward pauses or burnouts. As your professional assistant, it checks out your calendar, books meetings, and sends reminders like clockwork. In HR department, it screens candidates, answers policy questions, and sets up interview without ever needing a coffee break. Want a personal assistant? This AI can pick your calls, filter spam, and reply for you with your style. It's like having a superpower in pocket. And the best part, you can actually build one with tools like Twilo, GPT, 11 Labs, Vapi, etc., creating your own AI voice agent that is easier than ever. Package it for real estate agents, coaches, or busy executives and start selling it as a service. Build once, earn forever. Now that's smart business. In this session from MindMajix, we will learn about building an AI voice assistant. That said, if these are the type of videos you'd like to watch, then hit that like and subscribe buttons and the bell icon to get notified whenever we post. Now, without further delay, let's get started with building an AI assistant. Now, for building the voice assistant, we will be using the Vapi website or Vapi tool. Now, here we are on the Vapi website, and here you can see the existing use cases, features, blog pages, career websites, startups, and other documentations regarding Vapi. If you go back to the home page, you have Vapi for trial. Here you can give it a try. So let's try. Now you can give access to this particular website for using your mics, and you can have the interaction.
Welcome to Vapi. I'm an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
Hi Vapi, how are you?
Hey there. I'm doing great, thanks. I'd love to dive into how you're doing, but before I do you mind telling me how you found out about Vapi?
So I was just looking out to build an AI voice assistant who can take up some orders for me and send out details to the client.
Got it. So you're looking to build an AI voice assistant for taking orders and sending details to clients. That sounds awesome. What specific features are you thinking of?
So I'm thinking about features for booking airline tickets and understanding the travel plans, checking out the most favorable prices in and around the dates, booking the one-way or two-way tickets, and all of that, and sending out emails and texts regarding the flight, and check out the classes they're interested in, like the first class, business class, or economy, and provide some features and exceptions, and also some comfortable options, something like that.
Wow, that's a pretty comprehensive plan. Sounds like you want a full-on travel assistant.
Yes.
Vapi could help with it. Nice. With Vapi, you can definitely set up those features. You can handle bookings, send updates, and even check prices. Got any other ideas or questions about it?
Yeah, that'll be all. I think I'll go to the dashboard and start working on it.
Sounds great. If you need any help along the way, just shout. Good luck with your project.
Yeah. Thank you, Vapi. Have a nice day. Bye.
You too. Have an awesome day. Bye.
So that was the Vapi assistant for trial version, and now we are on the Vapi dashboard. Now we can get started with building one. So all you have to do is you have to write your prompts here and your message. I mean, whenever you log in or receive a call from the client, how should your bot respond to them? How should it begin the actual conversation? That you need to write it down here, and the prompt, which will be about the details that how a prompt or how a bot should respond, right? So that's the brief overview of how this actually works. Apart from that, let's start with the models. So here we have a bunch of models from the providers. You can go ahead with DeepSeek, Mistral, or any of the ones you would like. I'd like to go with the OpenAI, and here you have the, so you can choose any one if you want. And if you have a paid version, please go ahead with that as well. And if you have certain files that you want to load which have the details regarding your voice AI agent, you can also load them. And temperature, if you check out the temperature information here, it's about the hallucination of the bot. Let's say you keep it to a minimum or zero, then the hallucinations of your voice bot will be minimalistic. It will be having no voice modulations. It will be simple, straightforward reading out through the text, and it might not sound comfortable enough. But if you keep it to higher versions, maybe around one or more than that, then it might be a little too over enthusiastic, which might not be even comfortable either. So go to the medium or lower tones where it sounds professional. So the default configuration is 0.5, so let's go with that. The maximum tokens here for a conversation will be 250 by default. You can also increase or decrease based on your requirement. And going to the transcriber, it's nothing but it will just listen to the conversation from your client, encode it or decode it, and then understand the requirement of the client and act accordingly. Now coming to the voice of the voice assistant, you can take any of the ones you had. So basically when we had the trial version, we had Riley and he gave us the introductions and he had a quick conversation with us. And if you don't want Riley, you can also go with different voice assistants present here. For now I'll go with Spencer, and yeah, let me select the voice. And next we have some tools here, so you can select any of the tools that you require. And also if you go into analysis, you have success evaluation, structured data, summary. So success evaluation is basically the time it is taking to understand if the conversation was a successful one or not. I mean, it needs to understand if the conversation yielded in some kind of progress or not, so you can have that analysis over here. And apart from that, you can also have some advanced tools where you can kind of proceed with other uh, options like stop stay speaking plan, right? So let's say you're not getting any responses from the client for a couple of time, then you can choose number of seconds, like 30 seconds of waiting period, and after that if you don't receive any responses, you can choose to cut the call. And here you have keypad inputs. For example, let's say you have language bots which can speak multiple languages, and you can provide the options: press 1 for English, press 2 for a different language, 3 for a different one. And if you have as we discussed the flight bookings, if you have two options, domestic and international flights, then you can provide that number: 1 for domestic and 2 for international, right? So if you want such options, you can also go with that and time out the number of seconds wait before processing the user's keypad input, right? And you can also have messaging options where you can provide the details of what exactly happened in your conversation, and those texts will be given to them, right? Let's say you had a successful booking, then you can provide the booking details on the voicemail and also the text message, right? And end message: thank you for scheduling with wellness partners, right? So end call messages are these ones, so we'll be changing a couple of these, right? Now that'll be all. Now let's get going with writing the prompt. Now I have the prompt opened here in the Google Docs. So this will be the prompt that we will be using today. You can just copy this, which will explain about the identity, purpose, and voice and persona, conversational flow, booking process, and confirmation and everything. Now you can just copy this and paste it here in the model. Copy this, start with, and paste it here. Thank you for calling me. And also the advanced settings, here you have the closing options, right? So making a few changes to the existing prompt. There you go. So these are the minimum changes you need to implement, and you can go ahead with the model. So you have to first check with your assistant, go for a trial run. And if you're comfortable with that, you can just go ahead and publish it. Now that the prompt is completely ready, now let's go ahead and test the model. And back to the prompt, you can have this for your reference. We'll be linking this prompt in the comment section below. So you can go through this and understand how exactly we try to module it. And you can also edit and make a version of your own. Back to the tool. Let's talk with the assistant.
Thank you for calling Skybridge Airlines. This is Hazel, your flight assistant. How may I help you with your travel today?
Hi Hazel, I'd like to make a booking from Hyderabad to Boston and back to India. It would be a round trip.
Great, I can help you with that. Can I start by asking what date you are planning to depart from Hyderabad and when you would like to return to India?
So I'd like to fly from Hyderabad on 15th of May, and I'd like to stay in Boston for 2 weeks, and after that I'll be flying back to Hyderabad on maybe in the second week of April or the third week, whichever date that falls in the third week of April with lower price.
Just to clarify, you'd like to depart from Hyderabad on May 15th, stay in Boston for about 2 weeks, and then return to Hyderabad in the third week of April based on the best available fare. Could you please confirm if this is correct, or if you meant to stay for 2 weeks and return in early June?
Yeah, that was correct. I'd like to return in the third week of April with best flying options with the fares.
Thank you for confirming. Just a moment while I check the available flights from Hyderabad to Boston on May 15th and return options in the third week of April. Pause while checking. For your departure from Hyderabad to Boston on May 15th, we have Flight 217 departing at 10:30 a.m., Flight 381 departing at 2:15 p.m., Flight 629 departing at 6:45 p.m. For your return from Boston to Hyderabad in the third week of April, the best fare is on April 18th with Flight 452 departing at 4 p.m. Would you like more details about any of these flights, or would you like to proceed with booking one of them?
I'd like to proceed with booking the 6 a.m. flight from Hyderabad to Boston and the best one from Boston to Hyderabad.
I apologize for any confusion, but we have flights at 10:30 a.m., 2:15 p.m., and 6:45 p.m. from Hyderabad to Boston on May 15th. Could you please confirm if you'd like to book the 6:45 p.m. flight?
Yes, that's
and for your
the
return...
one. Yeah, that's the one, 6:45 p.m.
Got it. I'll book the on May 15th and the on April 18th. Now, could you please provide the full name of each traveler as it appears on their ID, along with their date of birth?
Yeah, I'm a solo traveler and my name is Tony Stark, and my date of birth will be April 2nd, 1985.
Thank you, Tony. Do you have a frequent flyer number you'd like to add to this booking?
Yeah, the number is TS1234.
Thank you, Tony. I've added your frequent flyer number to the booking. Now let's move on to the payment. Could you please provide your card number, expiration date, and billing zip code?
Yeah, my card number would be 1234 5678 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, and the card expires on 2035 September, and the 3-digit number will be 123.
Thank you for providing the details, Tony. Just to confirm, your card number ends in E, and the expiration date is... Could you also provide your billing zip code to complete the payment process?
Yeah, billing zip code will be 341266.
Thank you. I'll now process your payment. Just a moment, please. All set. You're confirmed on Flight 629, departing Hyderabad on May 15th at 6:45 p.m. and returning on Flight 452 from Boston on April 18th at 4 p.m. Your confirmation number is BRG3482. Would you like me to text or email your itinerary?
Yeah, please, that would be helpful.
Great. Could you please provide me with your email address or phone number where you'd like to receive the itinerary?
Yeah, my email address will be tony.stark@gmail.com, and my phone number would be 9988667722.
Thank you, Tony. I've sent your itinerary to tony.stark@gmail.com and also texted it to your phone number. You're flying from Hyderabad to Boston on Flight 629 at 6:45 p.m. on May 15th and returning on Flight 452 on April 18th at 4 p.m. You can check in online 24 hours before departure. Please arrive at the airport at least 2 hours before for domestic flights or 3 hours for international flights. Thank you for choosing Skybridge Airlines. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Yeah, that'll be all, Hazel. Thank you for assisting me and have a nice day. Goodbye.
You're welcome, Tony. Have a wonderful day and safe travels. Goodbye.
There you go. The conversation has been completed. So that was brilliant. It almost felt like you're talking to an actual person. So this was just a module. No payment gateway was connected to this module, and no passenger details or the flight details were connected to this. But in case if you're wondering that if you wanted to build an actual assistant for one of the existing airlines, then you can do that. You can kind of build an MOU or contract and show your module. That would be a great model, right, for the existing clients. Not just flyers, not just airlines, you can also build a voice assistant for a personal use for executives who are handling multiple businesses and they want a client-facing bot or the one who kind of answers to the email. You can also do that. So this is a great opportunity for you guys. So you can just buy the tokens, buy the modules, and you can do it. So here you can see right now we use the free version of Vapi and we had a limited number of free minutes. And also coming to the modules that we used, OpenAI and GPT versions, these are also the free versions. If you have a premium version of GPT, you can continue with that, or any of the AI modules, you can continue with that. And if you're really focusing on building an AI bot with Vapi, then you can also, get some minutes. That would be a great way to start up a new business for you. So that's how you build voice AI agents. And that brings us to the end of this session on how to build AI voice assistant. If you need any assistance, PPT, prompt, or other resources we used in this session, then please feel free to let us know in the comment section below. And our team of experts will be happy to assist you as soon as possible. Until next time, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more from MindMajix.